Hey guys, hope everybody's having a good day out there. We sure did. We managed to get out on the lake and catch us a mess of bass, and what we're thinking about doing is adding a little section on our channel here, like a how-to section. So what we're going to do today is I got a largemouth bass here, and I know I'm no expert at cleaning fish by any means, but there's a lot of newbies out there, a lot of guys that get out and do some research and want to find out how to fillet one and the proper way to fillet one. And we're going to see if we can get that knocked out for you today, and maybe you can get something out of it. And a lot of you professionals out there, you know, you already know these methods here, but let's see if we can get some of these new guys educated a little bit on how to fillet a fish. There's a couple of things, guys, that I like to do. Even though I've got a fish cleaning table here, I like to use a piece of wood. It seems like it helps to hold the fish from sliding around. Another thing is, be sure you got a good sharp knife and a good sharpener, because a sharper knife will make this job go a lot easier for you. So let's see if we can get down here and get this fish filleted here. All right guys, what we're going to do here, what a lot of people don't get, is a lot of this meat inside the head right here. A lot of them will come straight across behind this fin here, straight down or at a slight angle, and miss a lot of this. So what we're going to try to do is, we took this fish's life, so at least we can do is get as much meat off of as we can. So let's angle that knife back up toward the head and go down until we feel it touch the spine. And what I did is I went down, I'm touching the spine, and come all the way across. All the way across, I'm on the spine. Now I'm going to flip the fish around. You got to bear with me, guys, it's kind of hard to do and film at the same time. And I came down, and what I'm going to do here is I'm going to turn my knife like this, and what it's going to do is I'm going to take my knife, plunge it in, and I'm going to ride. That's hard for you to see, I know. I'm going to ride right on the top of that spine. And what I'm doing is that knife is going in about this far, and what it's doing is touching the top side of this fish's rib cage. And I'm going down, and what my goal is, I'm going to like past the back of that rib cage, which is right there, which is just right at the fish's anus. See how I plunge the knife through? Turn the knife down and stay on the spine. At this point here, there's a lot of guys that'll leave this, and what they'll do is they'll come up here and trim this down to the top of the rib cage and cut that off there, then they'll flip this over. But I don't do it that way. I cut all the way through, and I'm going to come in here and I'm going to go down, and I'm trimming this down on top of the rib cage. And when you get just right above the rib cage there's some pin bones. You can kind of probably see them right there. Cut through them, just lightly cut through them, and what you did then, you pop through some pin bones, and you're staying on top of the rib cage, and come on down just like that. You can see all of this extra meat right here that you normally wouldn't get, because a lot of guys trim all that off. So looky there, look at all that meat you just got. So what we're going to do now, let me move this fish out of the way. Right here, you can take your finger and you can feel those pin bones. You might can see one right there. See the pin bone? And they go to about right here. So what I'm going to do is take my knife at an angle, and I'm going to go in, go down till I touch the skin. Same thing here till I touch the skin. Alright guys, what I'm going to do now is I take my finger and I just hold this fish right here and go in. I want my knife to ride right on that skin. Kind of keep your knife at a slight downward angle. Alright guys, and what you got here is where I made that little V incision. Pull that up, and you can kind of feel where the last pin bone is, and I just pinch that off, and that leaves you with a fillet that normally wouldn't have none of this belly meat here. And the larger the fish, the more meat you have here. But guys, what I'm going to do is, there's no need in me doing the other side for you guys and bore you with all that, but you kind of get the general idea of what we're doing here, that a lot of guys waste a lot of meat because they won't take the time to go through those pin bones. But I want every bit off this fish that I can get. So I hope this has been a little bit educational for some of you guys, and maybe some of the seasoned professionals out there will learn a little bit something from it too. And I'm sure a lot of guys already know this. But as always, we appreciate you watching, and stay tuned for the rest of our videos, because we're going to be doing a lot more segments on different species of fish like brim and smallmouth bass and stuff like that, and catfish, just anything like that for the novice out there that's looking for someone to show them how to do it. And so maybe we can help someone out. But as always, guys, we really appreciate you watching, and God bless.